Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Dead State. I am always happy to have you here. I always lead off with that because I don't want to understate. I'm in the Christmas season right now and I'm feeling very sentimental about things, to be honest. I'm not a sentimental person, but frankly right now my life feels very full and I want to express how much I like having you all here. It's a wonderful, amazing thing that has happened around the Nerdcastle, and it's very much my pleasure and my privilege to be your host here every single day. Let's go ahead and grab some of the stuff we left behind previously. Our character should be able to carry more now. Yeah, 100 pounds without breaking. That's our guy. That's our pal. That's our friend. So we've got a couple of things over here. Really not that much to be useful. I was to understand there would be a teddy bear in this bag, and we have received 0 teddy bears. No teddy bears have been transferred to the interior of my inventory. Disappointing. Very, very disappointing. A disorganized shelf has now been looted. And then this one over here. I'm not going to bring that along. I mean, I'm probably going to regret it down the line if I don't, but whatever. I'll start stocking it. I don't think it doesn't reduce your morale, I think, until somebody actually eats it. Got some coffee grounds right there and a couple other good things. Some mayo and some potato chips. Anything up in the bathroom? Nay, said the horse. There is 0 up in the bathroom. Although it looks like we got another one of those hard... Oh, shit. We got a mass grave. Oh, shit. Okay, so hold on. That's not good. Appears to be the understatement of the century when it comes to mass graves. So somebody executed everybody here. Oh, no, there they are. Okay, so set active. These looters have way better... Oh, my God, he's got a pump shotty. We got to get rid of him now. Straight to the dome. Any way that we can get rid of this guy is basically what we need to do in order to make this work. Get him out of the way for Bud. Renee, what does that guy have? A pistol. Okay, so I'm going to hold back for just a second. I don't want to put my... I would really, really prefer not to put my medic in hazard. I would really, really like to keep my medic out of hazardous duty. There it is. We knocked him down. Dude, is he dead or is he unconscious? Okay, so he's down. I think we should be able to make this work. I'm going to allow this guy to come down on top of us. It looks like they executed everybody that was at this location. I don't know if there was like a living quarters here or something, but it appears as though this got out of hand really, really rapidly. Let's go ahead and enforce the law. Just because the world is ended does not mean you get to behave like an ignorant ape. There are still people that will do the right thing around here. Namely, moi. Alright, so baseball bat. Let's get a little bit of damage off. I was hoping we would get a daze out of that, but unfortunately we did not. He's going to shoot the guy with the armor, so according to plan, as usual. I prefer to take him down before he uses up any of the ammunition, much like we did with the shotgunner, because being able to recover large amounts of ammunition from some of these people is a really big deal. Let's go ahead and finish that guy off. Step forward. Then we'll handle this guy. I mean, frankly, we don't really know that these guys executed everybody and threw them into a mass grave. I could be extrapolating, and it might not be their fault, but they did rush us and try and kill us, and there are dudes with automatic weapons and things around. I think we got that covered. We made a little bit of noise, though, in the fight, so let's chill for a little bit and see what happens. I'm going to reload firearms, too, while we're outside of combat, because obviously doing it in combat takes a huge amount of AP, so... It's better if you can do it right now. I'm going to get him healed up. I know he's been having a rough week. It's because he tanks. He almost never gets his health back up to full. Part of me was debating that I might want to, yeah, bring all that stuff over. Oh, no, that's a lever action? Oh, we've got 2 lever actions now. Ooh, okay. Exciting stuff right there to think about. Another lever action. That's a big deal for us. So we'll unload the 38 out of it. We'll unload the 9mm right there. I'm not going to keep the snubby. There's utterly no point in us keeping this snubby right here. We have so many of them now laying around our base. I also don't think there's any real... Oh, you get fire resist and chemical resist from the goggles? Oh, that's cool. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm glad the developers are actually taking the impressions of the community into effect and putting them into the game, because I love the fact that right now at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, I like that I can see the stats now. I don't know if I ignored that during the first course of the playthrough, but it seems like that's new. I'm pretty sure. I like having all of this right here, how it says undead damage mod, and you've got like all these things that modify how you can play the game now. Now you've given yourself a little bit more tactical leeway to play the game at the level it needs to be played. I should probably put the combat machete, even if I don't have the shield. I should probably put the combat machete back up in and over here, right? Yeah, let's throw that in. I'm going to put the bat down for a little bit. Oh, that's right. It only likes that in slot 2. I forgot about that. It only likes that in slot 2. I don't want anything near my slot number 2. No, thank you. I would prefer to keep that in exactly the order it is currently in. There will be no perusing of the number 2 slot anywhere around me. No, thank you. Unless you're my proctologist. In that case, if you have a legal reason to look down there, or you have a professional reason to look down there, do your job to the utmost of your ability. I appreciate it. Thank you for inspecting my rectal region. I feel like that would be a really... I was going to call it a shitty job and just be punny. But frankly, that job... How do you get into proctology? Is that just like a thing that happens one day? You're like, you know what I want to do for the rest of my life? I want to inspect assholes. And like, you're not being figurative about it. You're looking at the assholes of otherwise nice people all day, every day. I mean, you might be looking at the asshole of an asshole, in which case you've got assholeception, but you all know what I mean. We're making a lot of noise right now. Then again, that door took a lot of effort. Many dead here, all dead inside. They're probably going to come investigate the door then. Let's let our noise fall off for a second. We'll deal with this in just a moment. Now, the road stop actually doesn't look like it's going to have that many useful objects for us. We got a couple of good guns here, so if we were on a trip just to get some guns, we definitely accomplished that goal. Oh. Looks like we got some kind of shelter in here. Okay. I was going to say, what is his... why is his weight so high right now? But it's because he's carrying so much fuel. Get some TP. Oh, shit. Okay, so what I need to happen... Oh, we've got actually a daze right here. Okay, so what I need to happen... Technically, he's in an okay... Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I need to move him around a little bit. What does he have? A crowbar? Anybody have a firearm in here? He's got a 38. He's got armor, so he should be alright. He hit us for 0 points of damage, but it made us dizzy, unfortunately, so I guess our brains are rattling around a little bit inside of our head, giving it the old doingle-loingle-loingle-loingle-loingle. Whose turn is it? It's Vic's turn, and Vic is trapped, of course. Oh, they already swapped spots. Okay. He's still got... I'll leave Elaine where she's at, because I need her to... Oh, she can't engage there either. Okay, so what I'm going to do here then, we'll swap that. We'll move her to there. Unfortunately, we got to rearrange the line a little bit, and I am spreading people a tad thin. I don't like doing it, but it's going to have to happen for right now. Bud's only got 1 AP left. That leaves Twiddle time. Set that as active. Move over to here. Yeah, his accuracy is going to be way down, unfortunately. Little bit of damage right there, but it was all absorbed. Totally inside the realm of possibility and also containability, so everything's... Ooh. Luckily, the crits don't seem to hurt us that much. Oh, we got a counterattack. Even better. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, so what we want to do right now... We just need people in the room, to be fair. People to start dealing damage. Let's go ahead and I would rather help... Are you still stuck? Okay, so you swap then. Move into there. We just need people to help right now. Like, anybody to jump in on this melee that can jump in on this melee would be greatly appreciated. Let's get some cuts in on this guy. I don't think Twiddle Time's health is low enough to where I need to use a med kit on him just yet. And that allows Officer Castillo to get up right here and do a little bit of damage to that thug. Took a hammer to the face, but it only did 2 damage because Vic is a man with a hard chin. He doesn't give a shit. Just Vic don't care. He's like the honey badger of the police world. On this side, we will cut this guy up as best as we can, although we're still dazed, so unfortunately we may miss all of our swings. I don't know how you fix that. Actually, it would have been better for us if I had... Ooh, they're dazing everybody right now. This is unfortunate. So we're going to resist the next bullet. And that one missed. Fantastic. A little bit of damage right there. By and large, at the moment, we're able to coast through basically on our superior armor. We've done a great job at looting things over the course of the game. There we go. A little bit of damage right there. Wow, you made 2 32% in a row. Well done, sir. Well done. I mean, I know you don't have control over that. It's all dice rolls. But still. Let's go ahead and finish that one to make sure no zombie issues happen because we do have a severe noise issue coming up right now. It might be a better plan to move somebody around from behind now that we're dizzy. Like right there, possibly. Oh, we still get 100% to hit? What about Flurry? Does it work from there? Ah, that's what I get for being a gambler. That's what I get for being a gambler. Ooh, okay, so now they're shooting softer targets. That guy's panicked, but I don't think he has any way to exit the room right now with our positioning being what it is. So let him flail away with his hammer if that's what makes him feel better. I'm not going anywhere. I'll probably... let's not waste swings on that guy. If we can bring this dude down real fast for his welding mask, it's slightly more useful than some of the other items. She's not dazed yet, so I'm going to try and get her in and around behind this guy. There's with the 95% chance. We're able to get 2 cuts off. That's now bleeding. That puts that person, the female looter, at wounded as a status. We are going to have to... I think we have to clear these guys out because it won't let me move diagonally right now. So let's go ahead and finish them off if we can. I would prefer... Yeah, flurry it. There it is. Alright, and so the combat ends as quickly as it started. Well, not that quickly. That was actually a little bit of a longer combat for this game. Although, frankly, I feel like we went to some of the harder locations first, and we went to the easier locations later, because we haven't had a big... I mean, coyotes are the only thing right now that make me nervous, and even so, I've got a strategy for dealing with coyotes. Let's go ahead and slit these guys' throats real fast and put them out of their misery, because I feel no shame about it, because they gotta go. They tried to murder me first. Unfortunately, an experienced looter... Alright, well, let's take all of his loot. Only 1 bullet left right there. I don't need the hand axe. I'd rather take the soup. Definitely don't need the hand axe. We've got some yard gloves. Yard gloves are a pretty good item. We got the 4 parts that we need right there, too, so I'll probably grab that. We've got another Uzi, actually. How come he didn't use an Uzi? How come he came at us with a... It feels like if he had gone fully automatic on somebody, he would have caused some major, major damage. I'm not sure why he didn't go for that. That feels like a tactical fail on the part of the AI, I think. If I was in that fight and I was that outgunned, I would have gone all in. We got 1 antibiotic right there. Anything that forestalls Oscar's wife from getting sick another day makes me happy, so we don't really need all of this stuff. Let's just try and grab the peanut butter. We don't need the knife, so if you can just grab that good stuff. And that puts Bud as our final looter. Looter's duffel. We got some naked lady booby mags. We got some bullets, and we've got another storage shelf with a little bit of hot sauce, beer. Oh, never mind, no hot sauce, just beer and whatever else. Alright, well, that was a pretty good location for us. We managed to actually get that one squared away really, really well. I'm glad at the prevalence of 9mm, although nowadays it's hard to come by ammo. Ammo's gotten real expensive lately. I've talked about that a few times in previous episodes, but for real, ammo's gotten expensive lately. You can't go out shooting for nothing unless you got a fairly large stack in your pocket. That or you've got your own way to make your own ammunition at this point, but I don't know too many people who have ammo presses. I know people, I don't know people who have them, but I know people have them. They're not like that rare, but still. How expensive is an ammo press, gun people? I would figure it would not be a cheap thing considering it seems like one of those objects where you're like cutting out the middleman basically. So I'm always a little bit like, I guess we'll explore up this way, but anyways, when it comes to things like that, like personal ammo creators, like an ammo stamp or whatever it calls an ammo press, where it's got the little thing that rams all the different parts into the little shell casing. Ooh, OHIV Lake. There's a fishing location. Fishing, yeah. Let's take 4 hours to fish. That sounds good. A nice little fishing expedition on the other side. It sounds like a lot of fun. Hell yeah, sometimes you just gotta relax a little bit. Get your fish on. Doesn't look like we did too well. Actually, let's take this by realism here. In 4 hours, catching 9 fish in 4 hours is a pretty big deal. Do I want to harvest the dandelions? Can we make it back home? Let's try it. That'll put us at like 7 o'clock. I think we can make it back to base. But I think bringing back a whole bunch of fresh food with us is a big... Oh, we got nothing out of it? Okay, well, never mind then. Let's kind of like... We'll kill off our Y vector here by swinging a little bit wide. Our Y vector by being wide. There you go. We've got a ghost town right here. A car drove through here recently. It looks abandoned, but we'll have a look just to make sure because sometimes you can get parts out of these and we need parts very, very badly. This is probably where the coyotes are, but we'll make it work. Got a building burned down over there. Let's go around the back side of the building just to be safe. I would rather maintain a little bit of distance in between me and anything else that wants to kill said me before we go anywhere else. We do have, this is what I'm talking about though right here, like taking these boards can actually bolster your looting supplies by quite a bit. Every now and again you'll get like 6 or 7 parts out on one of these events and that by itself makes it worth it. How would we know a car drove through here recently? Are we about to get jumped? I bet we're about to get jumped. Oh no, there's a guy right there. A weird looter. Okay, so is he like out of the ordinary from what is considered to be normal among looting society? Don't run up on him. I'd take a swing at him though. There, ooh, one shot at him for 92 damage. Jesus, man, you're an animal. You're an animal. Well, I guess we'll get started. I didn't get the one with the gun, unfortunately. What I can say is that we definitely did work on that first guy. I'm going to have Elaine run up here. We'll finish this one off real quick. Not the most glorious duty, but it does need to be done. It is a duty that must be done. So, you know, every now and again you get that like weird look in your face and you feel that grumbling in your stomach and there's a duty that must be done. Well, exactly the same thing right there. I had a couple of guys with guns. Luckily, it seems like they both have glaucoma or something, so they don't seem to be landing any shots on us is my point. We'll go ahead and they are going to call in a whole bunch of zombies, though, if we don't handle this quickly. What do we got on you? 70%? I'll go for this one, then. Give myself, I mean, 10% is better than no percent. There you go. So 64 damage puts that one pretty close to being dead. I'll probably move him to there. Take a swing, see what other damage we can manage. Damage and manage? I didn't think that would rhyme. Damage and manage with the bandage. Yep. It all rhymes all the time. Finish that guy off and then I'll pull her back. I'll pull her this way because this guy's got a sickle. And from what I remember, sickles actually hurt. Take a swing right there, but unfortunately we're going to fail. We're going to take a sickle strike on this side. Oh, good, he missed. Awesome. That guy's going to panic and hopefully not shoot. Alright, well, 2 points of damage. These things happen. A miss right there. They are making a lot of noise, though, and we are right next to the entrance to the zone. So go for the kill right there. Go for some damage right there. Unfortunately, we're going to have a big whiff and a miss, unfortunately. Probably move him to right there. 50-50 with the swings right there, which is not my favorite, but we'll make it work. On this side, we'll get going on this masked helmet-wearing fellow. And by get started, I mean we will swing ineffectually a couple of times. These guys have pretty good dodge rating. It's weird. Why are we swinging so badly right now? We've got really, really low chances to hit these guys. Then again, they don't seem to be hitting us either, so I'm not sure what's going on. There's 3 points of damage. And she's bleeding, unfortunately. No, she got a counterattack. Fantastic. Elaine's getting her game face on. She's getting angry. She's poisoned. Unfortunate. Let's help the... Well, she's got help. She'll probably be okay. I hope she'll be okay. If she's not okay, then I guess that I'll regret it, but there we go. We'll get 30 points of damage done right there, which should put him pretty close to dead as far as being wounded is concerned. Oh, he went around that way. He should have gone around this way. Oh, the looter's in the way, and it expanded the amount of AP it would take. Okay. I get why it happened now. I'm going to sidestep to there and forego one of my attacks for maybe having a little bit better of a chance to hit this guy who is now almost dead. On this side, I would say to do the same thing over here. 60% from behind, and with the pushback, he's been knocked unconscious. And that leaves our gun-wielding psycho over here as our final enemy. He's going to come at us with a very, very large knife, a very threatening-looking piece of edged weaponry. Luckily, not going to be very effective. These guys are going to cough up blood for a little bit. Slit, 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 slash, slash, slash. Another group bites the dust. Let's go ahead and do the deal that must be done right now. I like how they talk while you kill them. They're like, I feel woozy. You've got this? Wow, she's volunteering right now. Elaine's got a vicious streak inside of her. She got a vicious streak. She's volunteering to take these dudes out. On this side, we've got a potato. Actually... Oh, we did get dandelions. It said we didn't loot anything, but it looks like we did, actually. We can't carry that much. Well, then we're going to have to take the best stuff out of the group. So let's have a look at what everybody has here. Obviously, we'll take that real fast. We need the TP. Yep, definitely need TP. Good for morale. Good for morale. We'll unload this firearm real fast. And then we can ditch it. There we go. Couple cans of soup. That puts him pretty much up to the edge of his carrying capacity. Gonna see if she has anything here that we don't really need at the moment, but I think she's actually pretty stacked up on useful stuff at the moment. I mean, I don't really use a lot of this stuff. Vic, did I pick up any accidental stuff with you that we don't need? Got a crowbar, not going to be useful. Probably drop the crowbar then. What does that weigh? 4 pounds? It clears up a little bit of space. Probably don't need the goggles either. Got plenty of face protection right now. Don't need the shoes either. I think we have a bunch of pair of shoes, so I don't think that's going to help at all. We do have arm braces, though. I'll probably move the equipment around when we get back to base, but let's have a look at these guys, and we'll take what we can from them. I would like that stuff right there. I think we have more than enough helmets at the moment. This one's got shells and componentry, which I earlier said was a big deal to me. Grab some crackers, lockpick doesn't really matter. That gives us the 6 parts that we need in order to do the wood fence upgrade after today with Tweedle time. Are you carrying around any bullshit? You got all kinds of bullshit. Okay, I forgot to drop some of this stuff then. Let's see if we can get on in here, maybe get some shotgun shells out of this. So we'll drop the Glock. That face mask we'll drop because we didn't bring the helmet either. I think we got plenty of those. Probably got plenty of bats too. So I'll probably drop 2 of those because I don't feel any need to carry around that many bats with me. Let's pick up the shoddy real fast. I wish you could unload from this menu right here so I don't have to go all the way back around and through every time we looted something. It's a little roundabout right now, and it could be streamlined a tad. I don't think we need any more sawed-offs either. We just kind of need the bullets. We've got more than enough. I thought we were going to get a pump shoddy. Actually, I don't know whether I'm happier with the lever action or whether I'm happier with the pump shoddy. Both are good loot, but I would have preferred, you know, to get a pump shoddy, I think. The pump shoddy seems like it does a lot more damage, in my opinion. Take the sugar bars and things, and now what we need to do is go back through and make sure there's not any... Oh, there's gallons of gas in there. So therein lies a little bit. We don't need a meat cleaver, I don't think. That's going to cost us at least, yeah, 12.5 pounds. So we got to figure out what we want to do with this right here. Probably swap that out since it weighs a pound. Swap that out because it weighs a pound, but we still need 12.5. 12.5 from somewhere. Sorry about that, everybody. Had a phone call and then somebody knocked on the door and it's just like, wow. Everything all at once. So I've been organizing stuff right now. I've been moving things around. We got some more gallons of gas out of the car. I looted while I was on the phone so that it would save a little bit of time. But at the moment, there's these 3 parts that I still haven't dealt with. I think the 3 parts are probably more useful than this hammer for sure. So maybe get rid of that and then bring back all of those. Yeah, a good scavenging run for us, actually. I think we brought back maybe 15 to 20 parts with us on this run, and we only needed 6, so that'll actually get us halfway started to our next upgrade, which is good. I'm going to have Elaine heal herself real fast, though, so that she heals for tomorrow. Elaine, where are you? There we go. And so now that Elaine has been healed, we will jump back into the overmap and try and get back home before something bad happens. How's that sound? Home sounds real good when you've been away for a little while. I don't know. Some people don't like their home. I like my home. I enjoy where I live. I like being here. I mean, we have our foibles and we have our problems, but it's growing back on me. It's nice to be part of a big city now where, like, if I want to go out and get dinner at a restaurant, I could do that without having to drive 45 minutes to the next town over, so that's good. We got luxury items. We got, it wasn't an, oh, we only got 14 parts. Oh, I said we did 15, 20, so I guess I was almost on the money. Pretty close anyways. We're coming towards the end of the episode right now, but what I would first like to do, actually, let's unload everybody. We'll unload everybody. We'll go to the next day because I do want to do the next day's events before I cut off the episode, but we'll get it figured out. Let's drop off all of this stuff that I'm not using into the communal pile. There we go. Dropped off into the communal pile. Once again, dropped off into the communal pile. Use those to refill. God, we have so much 9mm right now. Like, seriously, we have a ridiculous amount of 9mm. I'm thinking about actually strapping everybody just with, like, Glocks or whatever when they go out in case we get into those shootouts with the coyotes where we just need a little bit more oomph. Because, frankly, we've got so much 9mm sitting around at the moment that actually 38 is the thing that we're stressing about. I'm going to go ahead and actually unload him, and that's what I'm going to do with him. I'm going to go and give him a Glock instead. Actually, it looks like we only have a couple Glocks. I thought we had more guns than this. Hold on. Well, hell. I thought we had more Glocks than that, but I guess I'm wrong. Let's go ahead. I'm going to jump into this pile. We'll give him... What does it divide by? It looks like it holds 8 rounds. Okay, so we'll give him 32. How's that sound? 32 seems pretty good. 4 reloads. That seems like enough to get the job done. So 1 in the chamber, essentially. 1 loaded magazine and then 3 reloads. Seems about good. That seems like it'll work. I think that You know, we've got enough stuff laying around at this point where we might be able to get away. Actually, it might not be a bad idea to give the guy in the wheelchair a gun. Anybody can use a gun, so even in a wheelchair, he'd be good in a fight if he has a firearm. I mean, until somebody runs up on him or whatever, but he might be, that might be the best way to use him. I'm not sure. I'll think about it later, though. Vic Castillo. He's got more than enough rounds on him. It's going to take him a while to go through those. However, with the gloves that he has, those are better. Let's go ahead and flip everything back into the base. There we go. So now that we flipped everything back into the base, he's got the shotgun, and be it as it may, I really like the shotgun, but we might be better served. The shotgun does a lot of damage, but you have to be really, really up close to use it, and that's where I find he typically, his aim is not so good as I would hope it would be with that firearm. What's the range looking like on the Uzis? An MSG-10? Maybe it is, I think it is a MAC-10 actually. It doesn't look like an Uzi now that I'm looking at the body model. It's got a MAC-10 look to it. It's just when the characters hold it, it looks like an Uzi because it's a lot bigger. The Uzi is much larger than a MAC-10. A MAC-10 is really, really small actually by comparison. Its range is 5. How does that compare to the shotgun? Oh, the shotgun's range is 6. Well, hell. I guess that puts us in a rough situation. I guess I'll keep him with the shotty then. I don't see any point doing anything different. And that leaves us with Oscar. Everybody else, actually, I think I unloaded Vic, right? Alright, so we're looking pretty good right now. I think people are where they need to be. Our loot has been unloaded. Everybody's got, like, supplementary items. Let's go to bed real fast. It looks like a it looks like a Uzi when they hold it in their hands, though. It's really, really big. But then in the inventory, the picture is definitely a MAC-10, so who knows? Who knows anymore? Bedtime. We're going to be up by 6 morale because we actually only got 1 run done. If we had done another run, we might have been able to get a little bit more morale going. But right now, the only thing that's keeping us even is the fact that we have fuel. You don't get morale for food either, so we lost another antibiotic. I don't know how many of these we have. I'll have to check our supply. It's probably around somewhere. It's in the goals menu, I think. These people arrived at the gate this morning. Hi, my name is Todd Cantel. This young lady is Priscilla. Priscilla Butler. How do you do? I can't tell you what a relief it is to find refuge after so long. I bet it's a miracle you made it here in one piece. That it is. Though the road here was difficult and many did not make it, I knew that through it all the Lord was leading me to a destination. I'm sorry, that might sound dramatic, but I'm a reverend, and as the Lord's servant, I only seek to comfort the weary here with his word. I think God has sent us a pretty clear message already. Get fucked. I'm going to be straightforward. Do you have any real skills? Well, I'm afraid I'm not the carpenter that Jesus was. However, I think my most important task to provide is guidance for souls trying to find salvation in these trying times. He really changed my life, he did. Can you help us defend this place or not? I'm afraid my beliefs will prevent me from taking up arms against a fellow human being, but I know that there was always going to be those that have to, and I can help them reconcile their guilt over such actions. So you can't do anything, but you can make up bullshit for those that can. Our character's a straight shooter. I like some of his dialogue options, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I can't say that he's thinking too far from where I would be at right now. If all you can do is talk to people, that's not real helpful. I'm not sure I can trade food and shelter for talking, but because I'm a nice human being, I'm gonna invite you in. Thank you. We don't have much but the clothes on our back, but we'll do what we can to earn our bread. It's been so long since I had bread or even canned food. It'll taste good with a dash of blessing. Well, your assignments will be on the board. Everyone pulls their fair share here. Come on, Priscilla. Whispering to you. That's an interesting pair, huh? I could swear I know Todd from somewhere, though. It's probably nothing. He's probably a televangelist or something. Keep an eye on him. I'll talk to you later. I mean, the part of me that has a conscience will not leave somebody out in the cold to die on their own. With Max, it was a decision made based on the fact that he seemed really, really mentally unstable and he wanted to leave. It was his decision to leave. I mean, let me rotate this around. It's weird with the camera angle like this, and it freaks me out. With those two, I'm really hoping that... my guess is that we're going to have somebody who's an atheist or a hardcore, atheist in here, and they're going to butt heads. I'm not sure about Todd for right now. Let's have a chat with him. Anything that would improve your mood? I don't need much in the way of creature comforts, although rechargeable batteries for the portable radio that I use in my sermons, although I have had some trouble sleeping lately. Okay, so sleeping pills and portable batteries. Where'd Priscilla run off to? A little bit of screen tearing right there. Unfortunately, the VSync in this game is a little wonky, so I try not to use it. I'd rather take the tearing, but the VSync, it's a little weird in this game. It works, but it does some weird throttling stuff too. Hiya! Anything that would improve your mood? I like to try to stay positive like Todd says, but there's just so much I want to try that my family never got on the farm, like chocolates and any spice that's not salt and pepper. I had this one called cardamom one time. It was crazy. Alright, so she seems kind of sheltered. Definitely the person that tends to get preyed upon by people who have some charismatic skills. How'd you end up here at the shelter? Well, that's a bit of a story. See, until a few weeks ago, I barely left my family's farm. My mom schooled me and I had to spend most of my day working. My dad, well, he's a bit old-fashioned. For most of my life, the church we went to preached that the modern technology or the modern world had lost its way. And see, once I finally got a TV, I saw Todd's program and he preached about the tolerance of others and told jokes. It was a revelation, so one day I got on my horse, I took off, and I went to see Todd in the flesh. That's it? Well, no. See, I didn't know about no infections or nothing. I was just following a map to Todd's church. There were all these people about when I got there, so I pushed my way to the front somehow, and I told Todd what a big fan I was. Someone told him he had to go, and he stretches out his hand and gives me a big smile and takes me with him. And I come out to find he saved my life, because the day after that, the city got real dangerous. Things got pretty hectic after that. Our groups got separated multiple times. There were some people that got killed, but all the time I was with Todd, and, well, eventually led me here to safety. You didn't hear what was going on in the world at all? I didn't. I had heard so much about how dangerous and wicked the city was, I just thought it was like that all the time. I know better now. What are your skills? Been taking care of my family's farm since I could collect eggs from the chicken, but when it comes to horses, shoot. I bet there isn't anyone in 20 miles who wasn't better with them than me. What would make you more comfortable here? If you can get your hands on some chickens, I'd love to take care of them. I know we got bigger things to worry about, but hearing the peep of chicks makes me feel better, and a fresh egg is a great way to start the day. I had a bad feeling about Todd. We may have just messed up. Todd sounds like he might be a cult leader or something, or like one of those separatist Christian groups or something. We have those in the United States. I will briefly say that I was homeschooled by one of those Christian families that, like, my parents thought the world was going to ruin me or something, and so they homeschooled me, and it just made me, like, super sheltered. And so then when I finally went back to school, like in high school and junior high, like, things got really out of hand because I was like, new stimuli. And I just went like batshit nutty. Anyways, probably it goes with personal preference too, but my family was like that. They're basically like Mennonites, essentially. I don't know how to describe it otherwise, but yeah. My upbringing was a lot like hers, like separated from anybody who wasn't a Christian. Like basically they were avoided, I guess, by my family. Not like that now. As of right now, I consider myself, I suppose, to be an agnostic. I guess. I don't know. I don't like to give myself labels, I suppose. I know that sounds cliche and stupid, but I'm going to break the episode off right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Dead State. I will see you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do.